What's happening, Dangerlings? Got a little intro for you with all of the club here as well, because we like to have them all on the thing. We've got something exciting. We've got a new Patreon show that has launched at the moment. It's the first episode will either come out very soon on the main feed or it has already come out, and then you can get the rest of it on Patreon. It is called Goblin Quests. This is the weirdest project we've ever attempted. It's because I asked Drum, what should we make? And Drum came up with this idea. So thanks, buddy.
Hey man, I thought it would be easy. Thought it'd be nice. An easy one, you know.
Nice and easy. Well, it is nice. So some of you will know the game Goblin Quest. It's a game by Grant Howard about incompetent minions trying to accomplish basic things and dying in droves is essentially the idea of it. And the base game is about goblins trying to do all sorts of things. But then, of course, he added loads of rule hacks onto it, so loads of different versions of it. So there's a version where you play swordsmen or sword fighters trying to avenge somebody. There's a version where you all play the cast of Star Trek. There's one where you all play Sean Bean. There's one where you play Regency ladies trying to have a good marriage. And we're going to try and play all of them over the course of the next few weeks on the Patreon. They're all very different, and so they're all quite fun. And we're going to have a lot of our friends. The goal of this one is to have some awesome people from around the internet join us on the show. So our first couple of episodes are going to feature Naomi from Power Word Roll and all of the most chaotic episodes of this show.
Big up, Naomi.
Big up, Naomi. Big up. And the fantastic Reese Lawton, who is going to be joining us for it. Reese is from Secret of St. Kilda, and he's on Realms of Peril and Glory and all sorts of things.
Without wanting to give anything away, he was amazing as well. Like, oh my God, he had me in absolute stitches. Brilliant. And obviously Naomi was as well. It's the first time I've worked with him, and oh my God, he was so good. I loved it. Yeah.
So go to Patreon. Check it out.
Check it out, Dangerlings. First one's on the main feed where we play goblins. Second one will be coming out after that where we play sword fighters, and then who knows where it goes. Patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast.
Huzzah.
Previously on the Danger Club Podcast.
Come on, you little...
Oh, you catch fire as well.
He just immediately charges into combat. Oh, and it's a natural one.
Your belt falls around your ankles.
Pull your pants up. Maybe you two should put the fire out on yourselves.
Oh, yes.
You might want to get your crits out.
Do you know what we should put it in the holy, mate?
You just walk into the room and blast it off its feet with a crossbow.
Take that, you scammer.
Two of our heroes are trapped in another dimension.
The adventure continues now.
Colin, it looks like you're in a different place today. Looking at the screen, it looks a little different to your usual boat from when we've done remote records. Where you at?
Yeah, I'm not on my boat. I'm on someone else's boat.
You're on.
And yet, Catplan is still there.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Does your boat know that you're inside another boat?
Shush, Ross. Shush.
What happens in the marina stays in the marina, mate. That's fine.
You are essentially right now, Colin, a pirate.
Yeah.
And you're making radio.
Basically, yeah. It's pretty real.
Pirate radio, yeah.
It is the original pirate radio. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club Podcast.
We haven't actually explained why we're recording remotely yet.
James?
Yeah, James.
That's so cruel.
I know. That was so harsh. So harsh.
I know. This is not going to be a funny moment. It's going to be horrendous.
So I'm just going to preempt this with 5 minutes ago as being really sympathetic to James, and now you can tell them why.
Yeah, there was literally someone on the Discord going, "Oh, I love you guys because you're not like the other podcasts that bully each other." We are nice to each other off air.
We are.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Well, yes, Ross just loves that ball on my head, but Danger Towers is no more. I think we have mentioned it, but I think it was on the Patreon maybe, or
we mentioned it on Patreon. But yeah, this is the first record.
The sword of Damocles that was hanging over that place 6.5 years. I was living in a crumbling Georgian mansion. It's wonderful. But it's come to a close, sadly. Not through anything dramatic or horrible, just the council wanted it back to do it up into a cultural hub. So hopefully it's going to go on to a bold, brand new life as whatever it's going to turn into, probably a coffee shop. And
the hugest, like a 3-story coffee shop you've ever seen in your life.
That's the only bit that they seem to be focusing on at the moment, is making a coffee shop out of a bit of it. So there we go. But I find myself homeless. So I'm currently under the roof of a friend, and we're recording remotely.
Oh, well,
yeah, that's it.
Mate.
It's tough times out there for creatives.
You'll find an even better Danger Towers. Don't worry.
Yeah,
things will come around.
I went over to pick up a couple of bits, sort of in the closing days before James packed up the studio and brought it around, and we had a little wander around the studio and took some photos of the Pope and the table and the black mold and all of the things that we're going to miss from that room. And,
Don't worry, I did pack up the Pope with all the stuff. I hid him in case you objected to having the Pope there. But I felt he was packing up the Pope. I felt he was important. he'd been, but the two sort of like jazz hands up over our endeavours for so long. I feel he's part of the podcast.
Did you pack up the black mold?
Yeah, I was going to say.
There wasn't any black mold, actually. Dan has been traumatised because we went down to the basement once to do a photo shoot, and there was black mold in the shape of God knows, it was just
the devil.
Jesus.
It was the devil.
It was the devil. There was like little mannequins of black mold about to gain sentience, and
that's the only reason we had the picture of the Pope, because we were trying to fight the devil of black mold.
That's
it. Black mold bullrog down there. That's what it was.
The old traditional method of getting rid of mold was using a picture of the Pope. It's been superseded by Big Pharma. They just with their modern ways, but really just flash a picture of the Pope around, and
now instead of flashing pictures of the Pope, you get some flash and you say, "You shall not pass," and you spray the flash at the black mold, and it makes the black mold go away.
Yes, but you have to wear a mask of the Pope while you do it. So,
Well, I, for one, look forward to the time when that old building is turned into a coffee shop, so we can all go back there and play Pathfinder, but we'll just steal their Wi-Fi rather than using our own data.
Hey, I'll probably be back up there. I got a friend that lives like 2 doors down from that building, which is kind of crazy. So I'll be there soon. I'll let you know what's happening.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Did you just say break in?
Yeah, no, because I wasn't sure. I'm going to pop in and see what's happening. It's like that'll be breaking in, but. Yeah.
Steal our table back. No, don't. I don't want to have to.
No, your table's long gone. Your table has gone to charity, mate. Yeah.
Excellent.
There we go. This is how Dan delegates jobs. He gave it to me, and I had to get rid of his dining room table and chairs. But it's fine.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. That's what you did there.
Clever girl.
Move it for a year to the studio. The worst gaming table I think we have ever had. We've had some bad gaming tables over the years. We've had ones that made disproportionate amounts of noise when you rolled dice in them. But I think the one with a hole down the centre takes the cake for the least convenient thing we've ever played.
Yes.
And we played on it for ages, for so long.
In the summertime, you could just see everyone's junk. That's all you can see through the table.
In the summer,
you couldn't see mine because it was covered in a cloud of talc.
Yeah.
So mine was misted.
A 3-inch layer of talc.
Yes, 3-inch layer of talc. Yeah.
Well,
I missed the smell of talc in the morning.
We salute and say farewell to Danger Towers. Dangerlings, if you've enjoyed the many episodes that were recorded there, then go back and give them a listen. If you are one of the people that started listening to this show because of the Podbean blog that I wrote about the time that the ceiling collapsed next to the studio and a cooker fell through it and we had to abandon the record, what you should know is that I was lying. I made that one up so that nothing vaguely like that happened. There was a bit of the roof fell in. It wasn't that exciting, but
the Nazis were real. The Nazis were real. Sorry.
Yeah, the Nazis were real, and one of the ceilings did collapse at one point, but we weren't there.
Yes.
It was just a big rainstorm because a box cutter got filled with pigeon poop. That's the kind of thing you've got to deal with when you're living in a crumbling Georgian mansion, I can tell you.
Exactly, and that's the kind of thing you've got to deal with when you've got me as your GM, that I am fundamentally untrustworthy. And speaking of which, I'm putting Sickwolf through hell.
Oh my god, man, Kievan has really taken a hit. He can't even swim.
He's
on a boat. Did you know he couldn't swim?
Kievan, how many hit points you got left?
I mean, I've got 55. It's not,
so it's not too bad. And Ufgar's got 5.
I've got
like
17. Uthgar was down to 40, which is less than a quarter of his total. He drank 2 healing potions to get back up to 80, whatever it was, 89, and then took 84 points of damage. So he's down to 5.
Has Rory taken any damage at all?
Yeah, he's taken a bit, but he's still on like 60. So
okay, good. Oh dear. Is it triple digits for this boss?
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
remember though, you're not like.
Oh, it's good that I'm doing like 10 points of fucking fist damage every turn. We'll be here for another 3 episodes.
Get a Juggernaut mutagen down the bed as well.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. Okay.
We'll probably die first. Let's face it. This is what's going to happen. We're going to die, and then that'll be it. It'll be over. Yeah. Finally.
Well, it's so
back
funny.
As zombies, and then eventually revolt against him and kill him at some undisclosed point in the future. It's a long game, mate. It's a long game.
It's so funny that Dan was like, "Yeah, I've got this idea for episode 300. Actually, the DCP are in the thing, and actually, who's going to fight the Whispering Tyrant is actually, the original Sickwolf, and they're going to actually defeat the Whispering Tyrant."
They're the real heroes. Was the
no, they're all dead. They're all dead. They died. They died.
It's because you don't have a healer. It just
You're a real hero.
You got no healing at all, and which sort of implies to me, like, in the years that they become the world's greatest heroes, Sickwolf have had just a series of healers who have all just been killed.
Either that, or the threats they were fighting were nowhere near as big as everyone thought they were.
Yeah, they were just big.
They were just really easy targets. Like a boxer who just he's got 50 KOs and he's knocked everyone out in the 3rd round. And everyone's like, wow! And then that's the first time he comes up against someone who can actually fight. Oh shit! No, he's got a glass chin. Bonk! Fucking hell!
Bonk!
And that's what they are. They're the glass chin, man. That's what they are.
The glass chin.
The glass chin. But the glass chin.
And also, they might buy it in a dungeon that the Danger Club did not. The Danger Club passed through this dungeon.
Yeah.
Sad times.
It's like because our sort of side mission ones are much more kind of, we just take the audience with us to where this story is happening and do it. I remember back when we used to play home games, we used to do like origin stories for everyone, and we do like little side quests, and it was always framed as, and I think Lockdown Legends was that as well, and it was framed as, this is the character now telling a story about what happened to them, to the current party. So that's this is what we're playing out. And then based on what happened, it would sometimes be like, why are you telling us this story? There was one where there was basically a TPK, and everyone's like, wait, you died? How are you telling us the story? I'm just sitting behind the screen like, I have no idea. I have got us into a weird position.
Don't question it. Just keep going.
Hey, there are Hollywood movies that do this. Do you know what I mean? So.
True. That's true. Yeah.
American Beauty is all from the point of the dead guy, isn't it? Spoiler alert.
Oh,
mate, I can't believe it. Some people might not have had a chance to watch it yet,
That movie from 2001, I think.
2001.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There are more things. There are more things that have come out since that spoil American Beauty than the knowledge of.
Exactly. Yeah,
that is a very good point.
Can't watch that film anymore.
All right.
Okay, so things are very, very bad.
Yes,
things are.
I don't think so.
So, to remind us where we are, Kievan is currently trapped on a boat with a tentacle monster trying to drag it down.
Feels like there's a kraken involved.
There's a kraken.
Maybe.
He's having a
Could
kraken
be.
time.
He's having a kraken time.
Uthgar is lost on a storm-lashed mountainside with lightning bolts raining down around him and driving rain, trying to find a way down the mountain. Rory was trapped in a burning building, but burst out through the door and is back in the room. Nice. Beelzebub was in a bag. He's clawed his way out. So Beelzebub and Rory are in the room. The other two are kind of trapped in wherever this place is. Now, if we Beelzebub and Rory, when you come out, you can see Keyvan and Uthgar. They are in the room with you, but they're just looking around and reacting as if they're in this other world. I was
gonna ask, is it like a bad trip, or are we actually somewhere else? It's more like a bad trip, right?
As far as you're concerned, you're literally there. But the other two in the room, you see them just kind of. They look like they're trying to search for a way out of somewhere, or they're being. Keyvan looks like he's miming like he's being tentacleized. However you want to picture that. So let's. Well, the good news is that because of having to stand up because of being blasted off his feet by Keyvan in the last one, the Seeker has now used all of his actions for that round. So that's impressive. Which means we're going over to Uthgar. So Uthgar, you start searching around, trying to find your way off this mountainside as you run around. Give me a will save. This takes up your whole go, but it could be. We've got a big roll coming up.
Oh my god!
Oh mate,
this dice roll is going to kill him. It's 22.
A 22.
8 on the die. He's not got great will. But it's the dice letting him down.
You search, but you cannot find it. You just can't find a path down. There's
I might see. He's going to.
You don't take any more damage, but.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you do. But you're just kind of the lightning seems to have abated, but you're just scrambling around on this rock, trying to find a way down or trying to find a way out of the rain, and you basically spend your entire turn trying to climb down this mountain.
Okay.
How does this look in the real world to everyone else? What is Uthgar doing in the real world?
He's just sort of. It's like a sort of a silent charade mime of somebody sort of looking at, sort of like looking with his hand above his eyes, and then scrabbling about on the floor and searching high and low, but in a very small space. So he thinks he's sort of like moving at quite a large space, but actually he's just sort of edging across the floor like a weird sort of mechanical barbarian.
Fantastic. So Keyvan is being tentacled. Uthgar is edging. Everyone
occasionally miming, dodging a lightning.
Edging.
I mean, I think Keyvan's sort of screaming probably to himself, going, can't bloody swim! Something like that.
Oh, it's frightening. But Beelzebub,
it's like a real cut price sort of drama class going on in the corner. It's like, oh no, I'm drowning.
Beelzebub, what you gonna do, brother?
I was throwing my grenade in.
So yes, let's throw that grenade.
Let's throw that grenade, baby. Oh, 28.
28. Miss.
What the
The grenade explodes to the side. Wait.
29.
29.
Sorry, yes, I get a +1 item bonus to attack rolls.
Still a miss.
Oh, for
jokes.
So even if it's a miss, wouldn't the splash hit him? Or do I throw it so far that it just...
I believe it still misses. I think it just flies past him and hits the ground and explodes around him. Oh dear.
Well, that's one go.
That's one go. So, remind you of the room. You're in this room. There's the big kind of alchemy laboratory up on one wall, and then there's the Seeker standing over the pit, and he was telekinetically pulling things out, putting things down it. What you gonna do?
Come on, father. Take me to the fair, father.
Okay,
I want to pet the baby animals.
Okie dokie. I'm going to use Scarlet Mist.
Scarlet Mist.
Yeah, so it's an agitating agent. Scarlet Mist causes bleeding that turns into a foaming mist. When a creature under effect of Scarlet Mist takes persistent bleed damage from the toxin, creatures... is this something that you have to put on a weapon? Because it says derived...
At the moment, it sounds like an information leaflet you get with something you buy from a chemist. Like you just make it sound so like, well, there'll be some foaming blood, risk of sort of skin damage. If so, roll a d6, take that many hit points. You know.
It says...
and you might get a headache.
I'm looking it up right now.
Sorry.
It's a poison.
So it has to be ingested by him. So how would one forcibly make him ingest?
You've got to get this ghost to
hide it in a bit of ham and just...
Okay, if I've got to do that, then fuck that. Okay, let's go for a... There's nothing
when they go.
All right, I'm going to use...
Is the alchemist a class where once you've chucked all your good stuff, there's not much left?
Yeah.
Is it now the kitchen sink?
Yeah.
Although we are in an alchemy place, maybe you can knock something together.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to use my cantrip. My cantrip of... It's 2 actions. Ignition. Not the remix to Ignition, because we can't listen to that song anymore. But, yeah, I'm going to snap your fingers at a point at a target, which begins to smolder. Make a spell attack. Okay. It's not going to work, probably, but we'll see. 18! Oh, high roller! It's not going to hit. It's not going to hit. It's not going to hit, Dan. Don't. There's no point looking. There's no point looking. It's not.
Hey, he might start smouldering. Which will probably give him +2 to his attractiveness.
The good news. The good news is that the shield around him does not protect him from that spell. The spell blasts through the shield. But the bad news is an 18 is nowhere near a hit.
Oh,
so it blasts through.
But it's good that it's a cantrip because I'm going to use it again because that does quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, it can be really good if you can land it. So you can, once you're out of bombs, that could be... Do you remember, Ross, when we went to PaizoCon UK and for one of the games, you and I made gunslingers that had really good guns, but we didn't buy enough ammunition to get through a single adventure. So we just run into the first thing, kill everything, and be like, well,
that's us out.
You for the rest of this.
See you later.
Do you know how expensive bullets are these days?
Yeah.
That's all from Beelzebub. Rory Vivori.
Okay, can he...
Yeah.
I guess... can I have had my crossbow out, or should I use an action to swap it over?
You'll need to draw and load your crossbow.
Oh, of course he's got to draw and load, doesn't he? So that's 1 action to draw, 1 action to load, and then 1 action to fire.
Okay.
Isn't it? I guess.
Yep. You got any runes on this crossbow?
Do you know what? I don't know if I've got any runes. Oh yeah, I've got no, I've got no runes on this.
Okay.
I've got the
hang on, let me just pause this and I've got the big boss rune.
Remote record bonus.
Let's have a look. I don't know if it's going to be great. Oh, it's a 33.
It's a 33. That's a hit.
Nice. Okay. Le damage. Could I have used sneak attack as well? Could I add that on just retroactively?
No, it is aware. The seeker is aware of you. No, it's acted. So yes, it's not flat.
Sure, no problem. Cool. And the damage on that is 4.
4.
Wow. Hitting those big numbers.
That is pretty useful.
Take that and party.
Damage. And because it's there's no ghost touch or anything or any kind of bonus on that.
There's nothing.
The bolt basically just goes straight through it.
My knife would have been better.
Yeah, your knife's got a reputation amongst these guys now.
I know, right?
Okay, so throwing out some basic damage, not doing a huge amount here. Maybe we can find another solution. Keyvan Burvine, you are on this ship, running around, trying to find a way out. So you're just opening doors in the ship, and I want you to give me a will save.
Right. Oh, Christ. Oh, I don't like it here. No, this isn't pleasant for me. I can't swim. Is that a bloody kraken? Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like it. That's a 9.
Okay. 9's not great, but
what do I add to that? Anything?
Your will save.
My will saves. Thank you. I forgot it was will that I was doing. So that is 28.
A 28. You're still trapped in the...
Oh, God! I don't like it. I'm still trapped here. Is that a bloody kraken? Get off me, you bastard! I can't swim!
Now being lifted up by a tentacle.
That's it.
Amazing. Oh, dear. Oh, Keyvan. That's not good.
I mean, I can't do anything until I get out of this nightmare.
The Seeker... the Seeker looks over at all of you, at two of you kind of writhing around on the floor, and two of you just throwing things and shooting through it, and just goes, pathetic. It then turns its attention away from you and starts using its telekinetic powers to continue building the staircase that it's working on. It spends its entire round ignoring you and carrying on its work.
Oh my God!
Burn.
So bad.
Because we're
the real heroes.
The heroes.
Jeez.
Oh my
Uthgar,
God.
this is the time, buddy. This is the time you're getting out.
This is the time. This is the time. This dice roller gives me a good number. Actually, finally, that's not too bad. That is 31.
A 31. Uthgar, you kind of, you look around suddenly, you see a cave in the mountainside.
Oh, it's a cave!
Inside, and you find yourself running back into the room where everyone else is.
I'm back.
How badly hurt you are, but you are back.
Yeah, he's just like singed, charred, electrified. Hair sticking out.
Round, you will be able to act. But he might be dead by then because Beelzebub is going to have Beelzebub and Rory.
Well, that's it.
Next.
Like literally, all you've got to do is breathe awkwardly near him, and he's dead.
Well, I mean, the Seeker might be dead because Beelzebub's up next, and you just know it's going to be something amazing.
This is it, Changelings. Hold on, the end. The final
moment. Room with a big alchemy apparatus, and the Seeker, and this big staircase he's trying to build down to the undead, and a Keyvan rolling around like he's got a tentacle around him. What's the plan?
You keep saying about the apparatus thing, like you're like trying to pinpoint it.
I'm just describing the room in case there were any classes in the game that might be relevant.
Yeah, I know. Who'd be able to use an incredibly specific, highly advanced alchemy lab that's just literally sitting there bubbling away? Who could do that? I mean, it's a pity.
What am I doing with it? That's the thing.
You're an alchemist. You're an alchemist.
Yeah, but I've already got quick alchemy. I could do it standing on the floor. I don't need
but there might be something in the lab already. Maybe.
How far away from the fucking thing am I? The alchemy lab.
The alchemy lab. You could move over there in one action.
Okay, so I'm going to use one action to go over there.
Okay.
And then I'll use one fucking action.
I can't believe you're getting sassy about using your alchemist character to use a brand new high advanced alchemy lab. That's crazy.
This is so Beelzebub.
What can I do? Can I look at what is on the table, or
give me a craft alchemy check to try and work out what this thing is.
25.
25.
I got a 5 on my roll, and mine is plus 20.
You look through it. These reagents are highly volatile. It looks like somebody was using this station to try and just conduct all sorts of experiments, and they were building highly unstable zombies that could be used to explode. Call back to the Godsmith ossuary. And these reagents have obviously been left untouched by whatever party came here before and killed the previous occupant, because they had no idea what they were dealing with because they weren't clever like Beelzebub. It wouldn't take much to remix these reagents to make this entire room highly unstable. You reckon you could blow up this alchemy station, which would take out a large section of this part of the dungeon. It will take 4 successful alchemy checks to do that.
Oh, okay. I look back at the group and I go, hold him off! I have a plan! And then I look at Ben, I go, it's time, my son.
Yes, Father.
It's time to
kill all of the orphans, Father.
No, not that plan. What? The other plan.
Oh.
The other plan of this plan that I've just thought in my head. It's time for us to be a hero.
Yes, Father. Heroes.
To be different to what I did in that lockdown legend ages ago and killed all those people. All right. So 1 action to move over. Is it 1 action to look at the stuff?
So yes, it's another check to.
Okay, so crafting, yeah.
On it. Go for it.
35.
Success. You have 1 success towards destabilizing it. Some of the potions start to bubble and steam. Yep.
If I fail, does it go down 1, or is it the fails add up as well?
If you crit fail, it will go down 1.
Okay.
So don't crit fail.
Yeah, that's my go.
Beelzebub starts frantically mixing potions.
It's so good that I came up with that idea all by myself.
Yes, no hinting at all, Father.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rory Bavori.
All right.
You shot a crossbow, didn't do much.
Yeah, it's pretty pointless. So he is going to drop his crossbow and throw his knife.
Draw a knife.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's only got 1 knife as well. So he throws this and that's it. But, you know, he's going to do it anyway because my knife is my life.
It's my
Natural 20!
The knife is good. The knife is
good. All right, so
that's
damage.
Incredible. Skewered. Triple damage, and the target is slowed for 1 round.
Nice.
Wow.
So it's 27 points of damage. That's that tripled because it was only 9.
Yeah.
But 27, that's pretty decent for a 1 knife.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And
some of that's taken off, some of it's damage reduction, but yeah.
Cool.
It just when it sees you going to throw something else at it, without even looking up from its work, it just raises a hand to flip you off, and then a knife just goes through that hand. It's like, ah, ah, ow!
See, the knife is my life. I want that back, by the way.
It's just like he's looking at his ghostly, transparent hand with a knife through it, and he's like, "How is that even possible?" Pull the knife out.
He's got 1 action left, so he'll draw his sword, but that's it. That's all he can do.
You draw your incredible.
Just a waste of a go. Like 2 goes, just fucking idiot.
Keyvan Burvine, you're still stuck in a tentacular hell.
Oh, for the love of God.
You're going to get out of it this time, though.
Right, I've got to find a way out of here. This is a fucking nightmare. I really don't enjoy this. Get off me, you flipping tentacle. That is
feels like it's beginning to be better.
33.
33.
Yeah.
You grab a hold of the tentacle, you wrestle yourself free and slide down it. As soon as you hit the water, you burst back into the room.
I can't switch. Oh, thank fuck for that. It wasn't real water. Everyone, it wasn't real water. What the fuck's going on? Oh, shit, we're fighting that guy. I remember now. How many goes do I get? Do I get all 3?
None. That's your entire go.
None, that's my whole go.
For that, you burst out.
So I say all those things, and then I go, I don't know what I'm going to fucking do. And then
Murray looks straight at the camera, raises an eyebrow.
Deadpan.
The Seeker. I feel like you've got his attention this time. The Seeker is going to do something at you. Although annoyingly, you're still mostly out of range of a lot of his spells, because you're standing at the other end of the room. We can cast message. No.
Go ahead. Just message
closer.
us.
Come closer.
Come on.
I promise you, nothing bad will happen.
The Seeker.
I've got things you like.
Yes, all the candies.
Yes.
The Seeker turns and floats across the room towards a bunch of you.
Lollipop. Cherry pie.
It floats up to Beelzebub.
Oh, fuck.
Who is trying to do some alchemy.
Oh no.
This is how much we listen to Beelzebub. Hold it off me. Literally straight up. No, failed.
Why would you do that?
I was trapped in a nightmare at the time, so, I'm going to...
Tentaculous nightmare.
A tentaculous nightmare.
And
I was all at sea.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
It reaches out a hand to Beelzebub, and your necrotic energy expands from it across Beelzebub. Give me a fortitude save.
29.
A 29 is a fail. So you take 20 points of damage as it just starts leeching the life out of you.
I can't hold on much
Father, hurts. I can't even grip his balls because they're translucent.
Try something.
It's immune to my powers. The Seeker just stands over you, just ripping your life force out of you. Die. But you don't die yet. Uthgar, it's your go, and you are in the room.
All right. Okay. I could either drink a potion and get back some. I might have to drink a potion here, guys. I want to rush to Beelzebub's aid, but I'm 5 hit points. So, Uthgar, he sees the situation. He's staggered off his mountain top. Right down the drop of this, and he pulls out his big gun. He's got a greater potion of healing. Necks it as he runs across the room and to engage in the Seeker in hand-to-hand combat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or does it work? Actually, let me just have a look at this.
Actually, I ran away.
Actually, I run away. There we are. Just one second. Apologies. This is the problem with... Okay, actually... he is going to drink the potion...
Yeah.
And then, he's going to stay back for the moment. He's just going to drink the potion.
Sure. Draw the potion.
And move within 30 feet if he's not already within 30 feet of what's his face.
Yeah, you move up kind of close to it. But not in melee with it. Okay, nice. So you get some hit points back. Uthgar drinks a potion, moves in, which takes us around to Beelzebub Bigsby III, who is currently having his life force ripped out of him as he tries to mix potions.
Does he attack? Does he get an attack of op if I carry on?
You don't know.
Oh, well, fuck it. First action, 29 to craft.
29 to craft. That is a fail.
What?
Don't make that one.
Oh. The next one is a 39.
A 39 is a success. That's one success towards
Is it not
your
critical
total.
success? I got 40, bruh.
You got 39.
Yeah, but that's like
nearly four.
that's
Oh yeah, what's a one between friends? You know?
all right, and then that's 2. Third action. Just gonna try again. 35.
35. That is a second success. You are halfway to mixing this thing up.
I've done 3, right?
You've done 3 actions.
Yeah, 3.
Failed 1, succeeded.
No, 3 successes. Last time I did a success as well.
There was 1 success last
There
time,
was
and then 2 this time.
wasn't there?
Yeah, trying
You're
to
almost there. You've
take away a little
got 3
success.
successes.
Yeah.
Beelzebub
I mean, I might be
furiously-
dead, but we'll see.
Furiously mixing potions. Okay. That means it's Rory Bavori's go. Rory, we've gone with the crossbow. We've gone with the knife. What's next?
Yeah, what an idiot. Okay, he is going to first up disrupt undead.
Okay. Cast Disrupt
It's got this little
Undead.
cantrip. It's heightened to level 5, which is good. And it's going to be 19 points of damage. Do I need to roll something first?
19 points of damage. I just need to know, what is your spell save DC?
Yes, my spell save DC. Let's have a quick butcher's hook for you here. My spell save DC is 25.
A 25. That means that this is a critical success.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You know what? It's moved out of the globe. That doesn't do anything. Your spell hits. Does it get a save?
Yeah, it's a basic fortitude.
Basic fortitude. Okay, let me give it its save in that case. Yeah, it had a globe of invulnerability up, which basically was just negating any spells that you casted it. But because it's moved away from it to try and kill Beelzebub, it doesn't get that special save. It is, however, a 33.
Okay.
Which I think that'll be half damage. So
Half damage, yeah, okay.
What's
So
the
it
damage?
was 19, wasn't it? Hang on a sec, let me just check. Yeah, it was 19, so it's 10.
Okay. So it takes 19, so that takes 9 damage. Cool.
Takes it down to 9, isn't it 10?
No, it's halved and then rounded down. So
Of course it is. I thought it was halved and rounded up. And then I'm going to move towards it.
okay, you move up. Having cast it, you move up next to it.
Can I be about 5 feet away, just so I'm not too close?
So not within melee, kind of 10 feet away. Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. And I'll move up in my next round.
cool. So you're all kind of cautiously moving up, getting close to it, but not quite in melee
We're
with it.
moving on up, like M
Did some
people.
damage at least. You have taken it into double figures, and Beelzebub is doing well at this, his mixing. So that means it's Kivan Burvine. What's going on?
Right, finally. Okay, no, don't worry, guys. I've got it. I think I know how to protect you so that he stops taking all your life force away. He says it's much quicker than this. And then turns around and moonies he does a moonie at the creature, at the seeker, and because this is how he sets up his spell, Revealing Light. A revealing light shines out of his arse and dazzles the seeker. You have to do a reflex save. If you have a critical success, you're unaffected. If you have a success, then the light affects you for 2 rounds. If you fail, then the light affects you for 1 minute, and a critical failure affects you for 10 minutes, and you will be dazzled.
Wow. Hey, there's always a possibility of a natural one. In this case, he rolls a 38 against your arse light.
Against my arse light? Is that my spell thing?
I've heard of a fleshlight, but an arse light.
A 38. Well, it's a success, but it's not a critical success, so it does affect him.
What's he get?
So for 2 rounds, you will be dazzled. The creature, you'll be dazzled. And if you were trying to hide, you'd be unconcealed, but you're not trying to hide. But you're dazzled for 2 rounds. That's the first thing that I'm going to do. And then...
overstimulated.
And then, as it goes like, no, the revealing light of his ass, I'll turn round and I'm going to shoot you with my fucking crossbow again, because it's working quite well so far.
Like a horrible Care Bear stare.
Yeah,
and then I'm guessing that just sort of through your legs.
I was hoping he's going to get through his legs.
Absolutely. Through the legs. Ventura. Through the legs. That's right. And here it goes. Take my striking, disrupting, vitalizing crossbow, you piece of shit. Aha! Yeah, that's 40. It's 40. I got 40 on that one.
Nice.
40.
40, yeah.
40 that's a critical hit.
Boom, Spanko, right in your face, you dingo. Right. So let me take a couple of these bad boys over here. I'm going to throw those. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, nice. All right, that's good. That's 15, and then I'll do this one as well. Whoop. And that's fuck. It's only 16, 17, 18. Double that, which is 36 points of damage straight through your nostril.
Nice.
Yep. Clunky piece of shit.
Take some. You can't believe.
Arse lights and crossbows, baby.
It's the most effective go this turn.
Never put me on a fucking ship, you piece of shit. I hate water. I absolutely hate it. I will not stand for it. You get me?
I can't believe that happened. All right, it's go. Oh my god.
You're bloody dazzled. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's dazzled as well. All creatures and objects are concealed from you.
There you go.
Which literally stops me from using the ability I was about to use.
Yes! Come on.
Nice.
It tries to use its corrupting gaze on you to deal 9d6 mental damage, but it can't see.
That's right.
It's like, where are you?
Oh yeah.
Monster.
You wish you could see me. I showed you my arse, mate.
So it's my god, everything's concealed against it, so it can't use spells. It is going to. Okay, it uses its quicken spell to. It uses quicken spell to cast dispel magic for one action, and it attempts to counteract your arse light.
Arse light.
Gonna have to use something big, mate.
It's a success. It manages to it spends an action casting dispel magic on itself, and you see its eyes clear, and the dazzled condition leaves it. But it has to waste a whole go doing that, or a whole action doing that, which means it's got one action left. You're in range. It looks over at It looks over at Kivan. It's so mad at Kivan. And Rory, you will know this well. It casts Phantasmal Killer on Kivan Burvar.
Oh, the old Phantasmal Killer.
That old chestnut.
Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
So...
The amount of times I've heard Dan go, oh, not this again.
This old chestnut.
And now, how the bubbers have turned.
Bubbers have turned. So, Phantasmal Killer doesn't have the incapacitation trait. Interesting. All right. It creates a phantasmal image of the most fearsome thing imaginable to the target. Probably,
water. A toilet.
Water. Again, you're back on the boat.
Yeah.
You're on a boat with a butt plug.
Butt plugs and boats always go together.
I need a will save from you, my friend.
A will save, right? Okay, a will save.
Do we have any hero points with these characters?
You got 1 hero point each.
Okay, just
now you tell us.
That
is 29.
A 29. It's a fail. It's not a crit fail.
Okay.
So that's good. You take
78 points of damage.
Oh, it's a bad roll. You take 23 points of damage.
Okay.
And you are frightened 2.
Frightened 2. 23 points of damage. And I'm frightened 2. Right, how do I add condition?
But you are not killed outright.
Well, that's what I was afraid might happen, but apparently not. Frightened. Okay. Except I'm a frightened 2 though. Oh god, that's not good.
That's not very
good.
Bad. Your trousers around your ankles. You are very frightened of this creature.
I'm lucky my trousers are around my ankles because I just shit myself.
Oh god!
Ew.
It's a complete mess on that side of the room. You're best not to look. But it's Uthgar have an axis go. Uthgar, you are 30 feet from the creature.
It is indeed. Looking ragey and quite angry, he breathes in deeply and then expels his dragon's rage breath in a 60-foot line. Because I can do lines now as well as cones, so he's just breathes it out. And that'll be I'm guessing it's a basic reflex. There's no... and it doesn't say basic reflex, it doesn't say anything. The saving throw match those of your draconic exemplar. It says on Dragon's Breath of the Dragon.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a reflex. That'll be a basic reflex. Okay, in that case, let's give him a reflex. His reflex is pretty good, but let's see what he gets. It's 28.
28. Okay. I'm not sure. What are we taking this off?
I'm not confident about that. It's against your class DC.
Class DC. Where's that? Class DC. What was it? 20?
28.
Oh, fuck. It's beaten it by 1.
Oh.
27 is class DC. Okay, in that case,
half damage.
It takes half damage. Well, the good thing is that it's quite a lot of damage with this. It is quite a lot of fire that he is expelling. So I'm just going to clear off these rubbish. Knowing this dice roller, though, it's going to be pretty rubbish. So I'm just going to hit this D6 button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
Oh my god!
Because it's 1d6 per level.
Oh my god!
But you did a reflex save, and this dice roller is utter shit. So it's a 33. It's not like it's a mixed bag. So half that should be good, but it's not. That's 16, I think. Would it be 16?
Yeah.
Half of 33. Yeah.
You breathe fire over the thing, but it is still alive. It's still going.
Okay, in that case, and then he runs up. He doesn't move 30 feet. He moves. No, he does 30 feet. So he does 30 feet, and he's going to use one of his abilities. He's got a powerful leap, so he's going to leap the last little bit just into the combat.
Amazing. With
the sword flaming in his hands and not very much health.
You land next to it.
Boom.
Oh gosh.
End game.
Beelzebub, it's getting tense here. Beelzebub, it's your go.
Right.
What's the plan?
Come on, Beelzebub. You can do this. You can be the hero Winsel Starborn wanted you to be. And then we can be friends with Winsel Starborn. We can go on many walks and go to the library. Oh.
Are you still talking to yourself, mate? I've shit myself over here. If you could just crack on, mate, that'd be great. Thank you. Pun intended.
Yes. Sorry. Yep. He goes to craft one more time.
Okay.
That's a 22.
So 22 is a fail.
He goes to craft the second time. It's a 38.
It's a 38. You connect the last few pipes and the whole thing starts bubbling out of control. So, here's where we're at with this thing. Now, this thing is ready to blow. Now that you've rigged it, for a single action, Beelzebub, you can basically connect the two pipes together and this thing will go. For every successful alchemy check after this one, and there will be a few, you can add a turn to the timer on this thing for how long it will take before this thing blows. So you can spend an action with no roll to just blow it up immediately. Or you can you can make alchemy checks to give yourself time to get away. It's a case of how many you want. You've got one action left. Or you can do other things.
Could I rip Ben out of my stomach?
I knew this was coming. I had a feeling.
Oh, Ben.
Father, I have longed to be held by you.
And the two of us need look no more.
Ben.
The circle of life.
Ben.
You rip Ben from your stomach. Father, I'm free. And
Yes.
Beelzebub, you immediately begin taking persistent bleed damage.
Yeah, I imagine.
And you pull Ben.
Ben, my son. I was going to sacrifice myself, but this is probably funnier. You will set this bomb off. We will leave this room, and then you will blow it up. Well, actually, give it... So, in terms of, is it going to blow the whole thing up, or do we have to get out? Can we just get out of this room, then go?
If you get out of this room, you reckon that you'll be kind of far enough from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once we leave this room, give it 2 seconds more, and then connect this pipe and blow it up.
Yes, Father, if I do this, will you love me?
I've always loved you, my son.
Oh my God.
He kisses him on the cheek.
Wow.
Father, he says, just leaking fluid from his half body. You put him on the table.
Yep.
Put him
All
on a
right.
petri
Well,
dish.
see ya.
Bye.
Oh my God.
That's my action, I guess.
That's your go. Do you want to say anything to the rest of the party?
Oh, yeah. My friends, heroes, we must leave this room. I've got an explosive idea.
I can tell. I can see you're about to shit yourself as well. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm bleeding very badly, actually.
Yeah, don't need to tell me twice, mate. I'm very afraid right now. I'm running. He's already off. Keyban's running out of the room.
So
You'll probably be able to go on your go, I think.
And
Yes.
then and while we're at it, if Beelzebub, you take 8 points of bleed damage.
Cool.
as you're bleeding very badly. And Rory Bavori, it's your go.
Well, I was about to step forward and hit him with my sword and do a heroic move, but it looks like we're all running, so... Bye!
A successful conclusion to this dramatic thing.
Yeah.
Rory's been walking forward, sword drawn, and just turns on his heel.
Nope, fuck that. Off I go.
And Rory runs off out of the room.
Yep,
Back
that's
through
it.
the rubble, past everything.
Heroes.
Hey, Keyvan.
Yeah, Keyvan grabs Murray under his arm and legs it for the door, going, "Oh, bloody hell! Oh, Christ!" Trying to pull his trousers up as he goes. "Oh, God! This is fucking awful. I don't think I want to be a hero anymore." Runs out the door.
Keyvan's an absolute mess. As Keyvan starts running, the Seeker reaches out and tries to cast a spell on Beelzebub. He goes to cast Paralyze.
Paralyze.
So, a couple of things happen. First of all, I need a save from. I need a will save from Beelzebub.
That's a natural one.
Would this be classed as a ranged attack or a manipulate action?
This is a manipulate action. It's a spell.
Is it?
But
Splendid. At the moment he reaches out to do the spell, Uthgar lunges with his sword with his reactive strike. Because he is in range.
You can make an attack.
I can make an attack. Because he just rolled a 1, didn't you there, Beelzebub?
Yeah, I was going to use a hero point, but yeah.
That's all right. You still probably need to use that hero point, yes. But I will do a reactive strike as he's like, "Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no spells here. Oh, it's a natural 20. Oh, my lordy." He lashes out with his flaming sword. Now, I'm glad this happened, actually, because I thought this wouldn't come up. So it is. It's going to be obviously the crit card and things like that. But there's an extra feature on this sword that only comes into play with a critical hit. So there we go. So what's the
crit is Shattered Jaw. Until healed, the target is wounded 1 and can't speak, eat, drink, or make jaw attacks until healed. So it's double damage, and you shatter its jaw, and it already has its jaw kind of half hanging off because that's always.
I mean, would that mean that it can't do spells and it can't
that
talk?
Would mean it can't do spells.
Oh, so
nice.
There we go. So what we got? So that's 8 plus 7. That's 15. So it's 15 points of damage. Is it double damage or?
It is double damage.
15. So that's 30 points of damage plus 4 of the flaming attack. And this sword has a little. It's very scary. You scare my friend because it has a fearsome rune on it. So if I hit with a critical hit, then the target becomes frightened 2.
Nice.
Fear me! Oh, it's about time. So there we go.
You plunge your sword into the Seeker. Tell me how you kill the Seeker.
Oh, yay! No way!
I should have hit him. Damn it!
So he sort of slides in the flaming sword and just like right into his nose is touching, and sort of thing is staring right into his dead eyes, and he's like, "That's enough of that," and goes whoop and just whips it up and just cuts him in half.
You cut the thing in half.
Yeah.
Spirit just flies up.
Probably
will not stop. And just flies in half into 2 spiritual bits. Rory's dagger clatters off the floor as its energy lands on the ground. You've sliced him in half. However, Beelzebub, you with a crit fail, that is moved because of the incapacitation trait to just a failure. You are paralyzed for 1 round. Beelzebub's frozen in place.
Could I use my hero point to reroll?
You can use your hero point to reroll.
So it was a will save, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's more like it. 36.
36. You succeed. You shake off the effect of it. You are frozen for a moment, and then you just think of... What does Beelzebub think of to give him his extra boost?
Him and Winsel Starborn running through a field of wheat. Skipping.
You think of your friend,
Lovely.
and you will yourself back into the room.
Like Theresa May.
Is it?
You see the Seeker just dissolve onto the floor. The ectoplasm of it immediately starts reforming as it starts trying to pull itself back together.
Uthgar turns to Beelzebub and is like, Beelzebub, is this thing about to blow up?
No, we've got till... I've told Ben, once we leave the room, give it like 2 seconds, then blow it up.
Okay. So it's not blowing up at all right now?
No, not yet. No, he's just got to connect that hose and that hose.
All right, then.
And then...
Yeah,
all right,
no
Ben.
problem. He reaches down, he scoops up Rory's dagger and just sort of offers it to him, hilt first, and be like, should have hit that.
Rory's gone. It's only you.
It's already gone. I thought
Beelzebub left in the room.
Rory's head is popping around the door, like, what's going on? Why am I the only one running?
I've got your dagger there, like, nice running there, Rory. That's good.
I thought we were running. What's going on?
I've run.
This thing is coming. This thing is starting to reform. Uthgar, it is your go. You have 3 actions. Well, you have 1 action to pick up the dagger.
1 action to pick up the dagger, and then let's fuck off. And he just turns and runs out the door. As he's passing Rory, door. just sort of hands him, like, just sort of passing the dagger. Here you go, mate.
Rory cuts his hand
off as you go.
No, don't pass him blade.
Ow!
Just stab you in the belly with your blade, and there's your fucking knife back.
And Beelzebub, what's the plan? What's going on for you? Ben is holding the 2 pieces.
He runs to the door, turns back, and goes, "Goodbye, Ben. I'll see you in the next life that I make from my skin." Goodbye.
We'll be the 4th. Goodbye, Father. As you get out of the door and run, Ben stands there going, 1, 2, and then the ghost of the Seeker rises back up in front of him and goes, "Little worm, who are you?" It reaches out. Ben bites him on the hand and then plugs the 2 things in together. There's an almighty explosion in the corridor behind you. All of you are blown flat as the explosion bursts out. Fire rockets out around you. Bits of rubble come crashing down. The whole ceiling starts to shake and rumble as you run. You barrel out through the darkened corridors, following the map, turning left, turning right, turning left, turning left, turning left, turning left. You throw the map away. You carry on down the corridor using your own instincts until you see light ahead of you and you come dashing out of the Godsmith ossuary just as the ceiling comes down, as the entire thing collapses on itself, burying the still place for good. As you pick yourselves up from the dust, you have cut off the reinforcements to the Whispering Tyrant's army. Pick up the Sickwolf standing on the cliffside, looking out over Varisia. What do you say as you all pick yourselves up?
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, I'm so hurt.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest.
Beelzebub's just bleeding profusely from his stomach.
How did you run so fast with your trousers round your ankles? I've never seen someone waddle that fast in my life.
Yeah, it's a special sort of gnome trick, mate. You know what I mean? We've got little legs anyway, so when we run, that's kind of how we run anyway. So it's just kind of just how it works, dash. Mate. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a waddle dasher. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, I think I might give it up. That was. I didn't enjoy that. I'm going to be honest. It was a bit crap for me. So I don't know if you guys want to. You know, you guys can carry on with the name and everything, but I think I'm out. Know what I mean?
I think that's a very. Sure, you don't have a drink first. I think you've been a bit of a shock.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have a drink. That's all right. Yeah, no, you know, absolutely have a drink.
Have a drink. Yes, and get your arse laid out a bit. You know.
What are you going to do with your? What are you going to do with your days, though? What you know, if you're not going and fighting and doing this, what are you going to do instead?
I think I've been told I can just sort of fade away. Apparently, that's what happens.
Are you going to fancy that? You're going to set up that shadow puppet theatre you're always talking about, where you get your arse light and then you get performers to make all the animals and tell stories.
Absolutely, I'll tell stories of our adventures using my arse light and getting some people to do the puppetry and that, and just slowly fade away, drink myself into a coma or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. Sounds
very Sickwolf of you. That's very good. I like it.
Banging us metal.
Bingo bango, mate. Sugar in the gas tank. You know what I mean?
Right, let's go and find these sick wolves.
What is a gas tank?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I've always been.
I don't know. I heard someone say it once. Thought it sounded cool, so I just lifted it. You know what I mean? Anyway,
you put your arms around each other as the Shining Crusade march off to fight a much reduced Whispering Tyrant's army to hold them back. You put your arms around each other and walk back up the path to victory, leaving footprints of Beelzebub's blood behind as he just pours blood down his front.
Gonna need to get that looked at, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sickwolf have saved the day again.
Boom.
But can we save Ica's wedding? We will find out in episode 301 as we bring this ship into dock and tell the last story of the Danger Club as they try and escape from the Howard realm and save their friends as well as saving the world. Because
oh my God!
That's where we leave it for tonight. Oh, Ben.
Sickwolf.
Dave? Is that you? Dave?
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 Dave? I don't think he answers to this name. Dave!
It's me, Dave.
No, not you, Dave.
Oh,
no,
I'm a different Dave. Goodbye.
No, not the Dave. Yeah, sorry.
Was that different Dave?
That was different.
Hello, it's me, David Brent.
No, not you, Dave. We're looking for another Dave. Who is it?
It's...
Wait, you just stop pausing during these.
It's snappy.
It's Davesaurus.
Oh, Davesaurus! Yay! Davesaurus, you're the
Dangerling of the week. Yeah,
this is the best one we've ever done.
Yes.
Dangerling of the week. You are Davesaurus. Thank you so much to get your name on the show. Go to
patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast.
Thank you, Davesaurus. Thank you, all the Dangerlings.
This is getting so long.
Yeah.